Good evening, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners. I pray all is well out there. We will continue and we will resume play in the book entitled Sacraments of Eternity. Let us continue. Let us resume play. Let us begin. Not far from Capernaum, there was a settlement called Magdala. Mary Magdalene lived there. Jesus exorcised her of demons. She lived with her old mother and earned by handmade crafting. When Jesus helped her, she promised to follow him and to help as she could. Jesus told her at the time, "Thank you, Mary. You believed in me. You proved yourself to be right. I'm glad for you. I want you to follow me. But so far, stay here and look after your mother. When she passes away to the heavenly kingdom, you'll find me." "Teacher, where will I find you?" "Mary, I will be everywhere. You'll easily find me." "Thank you, teacher. I'll keep this promise. Wherever you are, I will find you." When the time came, Mary's mother passed away to the heavenly kingdom. Mary wanted to prove her loyalty to Jesus, and she hit the road in search. She met many different people and found out where Jesus was. Her journey from Magdala was quite long, and she walked the whole way through. Her faith in God gave her strength. In every settlement she entered, she was telling all about Jesus. People were listening to her, and many followed her as they wanted to see the God human. On the way to Aenon, there was a huge crowd of people, healthy and sick, young and old. Their hearts and souls were open to God's embrace. Finally, they reached Aenon. "Jesus, I fulfilled what I had promised to you. I found you as I understood we are nothing without God." "Thank you, Mary. Can you see how many people were following me to see you and be healed by you? They all believed in your miraculous power," I assured them. "Mary, you are a real fairy, and my Father will praise you for that. Teacher, to see you and to talk to you is the best gift I can ever have. I do not want any more." Thus, God gathered us all in one place. I felt joy in my soul and was very pleased with this feeling, seeing that people are loyal to our Father and our faith our hearts became wide open. Mom, look how many people. This is the result of our work. The tree that we planted gives excellent fruits, and eventually there will be a garden and gardens all over the earth. This thought gives me more and more strength and confidence. We are rushing over the planet as a vortex of hope, sweeping away all the scum and old. We do not destroy anything, only revive. Mom, you'll feel better. All three of you, God gathered with the purpose. You'll witness all of our deeds and whatever is going to be done with us. Jesus, why are you saying all of this? Mom, you know everything and should accept what we have to face. I looked at Jesus and thought, he is right. We have to accept, and it will be easier to endure through all what is ahead. Jesus understood that. The night was changing the day. John kept baptizing people. Despite the cold water, people were dipping themselves to the Jordan River to become healthier. Martha came to me. Mary, look at the star with the bright ray of light. What does it mean? These are brothers of my heavenly husband. They are watching us. They are always watching us doing good deeds. When the time comes, you'll see them and we'll talk to them. When will it happen? Sister, don't ask me. The star was descending lower and lower, then stopped at a relatively low height and enlightened us all. As if the new day came, people were looking at this miracle. Jesus said, my brothers, now you see that the kingdom of heaven is highlighting our path and our deeds. It proved that God is watching us from the heaven. The baptizing ceremony was taking much time, and all the time the ray of true love highlighted us. Mother Mary, asked David, will they take the book from me? No, David, not now. Mother Mary, why John the theologian is not among the disciples of Jesus? John Zebedee, the theologian, had two big houses. One of them was situated on the bank of the Sea of Galilee, another one in Jerusalem. John was an honorable citizen of Jerusalem. He was well known, tall and well built. He was a very handsome guy. Priest and the whole Synedrion bowed down to John. He was a smart and honorable man. When John left us, he lived in Jerusalem, and all of his life he dedicated to writing. He was busy doing it every day. In between, he used to spend time among the people. He talked to people a lot, preaching the new faith in God's Son, Jesus. People were listening to him attentively, some more, some less, and some were complaining to the authorities. After one of such accusations, John was called to Herod Antipas. John, I know your father, and I know you. You are a good man, and I like you. I don't like that you are preaching to believe in Jesus. the peckerwood and liar who does not even deserve to live on earth. Some of us do not deserve to live on earth, but Jesus and those like him shall live forever, and we should be proud to live next to him. John, I am looking at you and marvel at your craziness. Are you going insane? I will become insane only because of your questions. The fact that I heard and saw Jesus made me smarter. Tell me, John, do you believe in the kingdom of heaven? Sure I do. Once I happened to be in the heavenly corner and see the God truth which we lack here. How could you see the heavenly corner? Have you died? To believe in God, one does not need to die. You won't understand that, Antipas. Why are you so irritated with Jesus? If you don't believe him, why are you so scared? I'm not scared. Imagine, John, if every insane would call himself a king, we'd be in trouble. You are already in trouble. Don't screw with me. I am not your servant. I am your king. Unfortunately, Antipas, I see a human with the lost soul. Well, John, I'll prove you wrong, and you'll see how right I am. Antipas, you don't need to prove anything to me, as I know and saw much more than you. You live blind in your filthy world, and you don't use your mind. Well, John, let's see who is blind. You'll see it soon. You'll see everyone around Jesus blind towards you, the followers. I'm sorry, Antipas. I don't have time. I have to go to my teacher to see more light. Well, go ahead, maliciously pronounced Antipas. John was thinking, how come that such a living thing appeared on this planet? Such individuals can do anything as they are really insane. In the evening, John, on his chariot, left for Aenon. He loved Jesus as a brother, and the desire to see him overwhelmed his heart. The whole journey from Jerusalem to Aenon, he was recollecting what Antipas meant when he said, "You'll see it soon," as if he was up to something. There shall be someone near Jesus who serves to Antipas. Jesus should be more careful, as envy is all around him. Evil is always next to fame. We should protect our teacher from this evil. We all must be cautious and careful. He stopped to rest. It was a warm evening. Fresh air was coming from Jordan. John was walking along the bank. In his mind's eye, he again saw the picture that he had seen when he was in the fireball. The cross on the top and the words of the Archangel Gabriel. "Look, this is the cross, which is the beginning of your teacher. I can't believe it is the only way, thought John. There must be another way out to prove God's truth or people's blindness. Crucifixion and God, God and crucifixion. I can't understand. God, crucifixion, truth. These words were inside his mind and bothered him. Taking some rest, he then moved further along. The first houses in the suburbs of Ainon appeared along the road. It was getting light. First rays of sun promised the day to be positive. Now I meet the teacher and will talk to him about my concerns. Here came the long-awaited meeting. Jesus, teacher, I am so glad to see you. John, I'm glad to see you too. I hope you have done a great job. Yes, teacher. Though much more needs to be done. Well, John, you'll manage. You have enough time. Rabbi, let's walk and talk. They walked and sat down under a tree. The sun was shining, filling the earth with its warmth. Teacher, I want... John fell asleep. He was exhausted after his journey. Jesus covered him with his chiton and came to me. Mom, you can't even imagine who is the man sleeping under the tree. I know him. It is John. He is John now, but later he will be very famous. He is loyal to our Father as much as I am. His brain understands the essence of earthly life, and he will write it all down. His works will be revered. It is so easy to communicate with him. When people like him are following you, no hesitation or doubt stay in the body or the mind. It all becomes so light. Good thoughts win for the sake of God. Teacher, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. It's okay, John. We'll have time to talk. We'll discuss a lot. Today, give yourself to your soul. Let it rest. No, I'm sorry, teacher. My soul will have rest in the kingdom of heaven, and now it needs to work. I had an unpleasant conversation with Herod Antipas. It made me suspect some type of mischief. I want to clarify. What was it about? Asked Jesus. It looks like there's a traitor among us. I want this to be just a delusion and not a reality. John, you are right. I noticed that one of the disciples hides something from me. His behavior is very suspicious, but I don't have any evidence against him, though I know through him my life will change forever. Tell me, Jesus, who is he? Wait, John, it is not time yet. David came to them. John, I found lines about you in the book. Can you read it, please, David? John will reveal the new world for the sake of God. His predictions will highlight the earth, covering the evil with goodness. His name is John the theologian. Well, David, you know there are many Johns on earth. No, John, you are special. You live next to God. You hear him, and I think you will become the theologian. Everyone laughed. Well, Guy, if you say so, I would love to become the theologian. Me, Martha, and Mary cooked the lunch and invited everyone to enjoy fried fish. Disciples were sitting on the ground. Mother Mary, thank you. The fish is very delicious. Where is Judas? I asked Jesus. He has just been here. David, go find Judas. Of course, teacher. David was gone for a long time. Judas did not appear as well. What is going on? I worry. Finally, Judas appeared. Do you have friends from Chariot here too? Asked Jesus. No, I was just walking to the settlement. Wanted to find some food. Don't we have enough food? Judas smelled like wine. David returned. Teacher, I need to tell you something. Go ahead. I saw Judas not far from here with one man, and they were talking in the bushes. I didn't hear what their conversation was about, but I saw how a man gave Judas something. He took it and went away. A man on a horse rode off this way. David pointed to Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Herod Antipas, Safayette, and several other priests gathered in one of the chambers of Herod's. Safayette said, right now, Jesus and his disciples have gathered in Aenon. They've gathered all together so we can arrest them and bring them to the court. You know yourself, Antipas. How do people react to them out there? Rome is on our side. No, Safayette, let Jesus visit Jerusalem, and then we'll capture all of them at once. We'll see if their God is going to help them at all. Sure, but imagine how many people shall support him once they reach this place. Let's get one thing clear, Safayette. He is a pauper and is surrounded by the likes of himself. As I already told you, I'm going to buy all of them, and Jesus himself is going to see who is the real God here on earth. Well, you obviously know better, but Cendrillon insists on chaining Jesus and showing him to the people as an idol. Antipas laughed. He'll have plenty of time to sit on a chain and hang while bathing in the sun, that very sun that his father created. I'll offer him all kinds of pleasures. I've even chosen him a crown to wear. He'll feel like a king. I'm going to torture him to the last drop of his blood. So, if he has a heavenly Father, let him help his son. Antipas laughed again. Just be careful, Safayette, and don't soil your clothing once his father comes. Safayette thought to himself, well, we'll see. We'll wait then and see who's got the truth on his side. Dear readers, we will pause and we will stop there. We will resume play and continue another day in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Until next time, dear readers, take care, be well, God bless, and thank you.